What's good? It's your boy Mr. Warshoe, aka your favorite investor. And listen, today I'm back with another weekly market prediction video. And today we're talking about a lot of the jobs data that we got last week, and we are talking about SVB, Silicon Valley Bank, and what's going on with them. And we don't know how deep this runs, so this is some information that you guys want to make sure y'all are paying attention to as we get ready for the financial markets this week. But before we get into the video, run the intro. Now be sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of the future content. We will be posting predictions weekly, so you don't want to miss it. Also keep in mind that none of the information given on this channel should be taken as financial advice. Should you need financial advice, please seek a financial advisor. The information in this video is for entertainment purposes only. Now going back to last week's close, I was expecting us to kind of come back in here into the 411 zone. I knew that we were working with some pretty negative data because of the jobs data that we've been receiving, and then here we only ended up touching somewhere around 407. On Tuesday we ended up getting Powell coming back and saying that, basically giving us the comments that interest rates will be higher for longer. So that either means that he's going to be holding interest rates where they're at for a while or increasing them, right? We are not in the financial, like we're not ready to cut back rates yet. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Any type of rate cuts that y'all think we might be getting is not happening, man. It's not happening. We ended up getting him coming out with those comments. The job data came in. The job data is still tight, right? The labor force is still looking strong. It actually came in, I think the estimated numbers were 225. We came in at 311, and things are still not looking good. Now, the reason that we continued this sell-off was because on Thursday, y'all see this massive red candle here. The market's completely flipped when we found out about SVB and this liquidity crunch that was going on, right? They were literally shut down by the FDIC on Friday, I believe. And this is now considered, and I'm gonna just pull this up, this is now considered the worst or the biggest bank failure since the 2008 financial crisis. Now, if some people might try to downplay this, and I'm actually thinking the media is trying to downplay this, but when you look at some of these headlines on Seeking Alpha, there's companies that are coming out that are making sure that they are saying that, hey, they are not tied with Silicon Valley Bank. This is going to be a huge issue for people that are banking with them and trying to run payroll, trying to get things done. It's going to shut down some businesses that are not going to be able to operate how they need to. So listen, they might try to make it seem like it's not systemic. At the moment, we don't know. They're trying to make sure that people aren't panicking, but this is definitely a situation that people should be paying attention to, and it's a situation that you should know if you're looking to enter any trades, any positions this upcoming week. Just be sure that y'all know what the market environment is looking like, because it's looking a little scary out here. I ain't gonna lie. Like, stablecoin issuer Circle held some USDC cash reserves. This is crypto. Grimstone Bio closes down 8%. They had a small cash position with SVB. So what I'm trying to say is, you don't know how many hands were in the SVB pot, and you don't know how many other banks similar to SVB can be affected by this. So just make sure you guys are paying attention. So while we're here, though, I should probably let you guys know that SVB's chief administrative officer was actually the CFO at Lehman Brothers Global Investment Bank. He left in 2007, just 1 year before it went bankrupt in 2008. So I'm just saying, these things take time to develop. Don't let this be water under the bridge. Make sure you guys are paying attention to what's going on. Now, this week, economic data on the calendar. We do have nothing scheduled for Monday. CPI data on Tuesday. This is going to be big. You guys want to make sure that y'all are paying attention this day. This is when we're going to find out which route is inflation taking. Are we going up, staying in the middle, or are we coming down in inflation? So make sure y'all are paying attention. Wednesday, we got PPI. Thursday, we do have initial jobless claims. And on Friday, we have the U.S. leading economic index. So a couple of big data points that are coming out this week. But I do think, here's how I feel about this, right? I think that we're in a lose-lose situation, because the CPI data comes out and it's not as bad as we thought. Then maybe we don't drop as much, but we still have this banking business still looming over us. So I do believe that we're still going to continue to sell off. Even if we get good CPI data, I don't think that it's enough to shoot markets up. We might have a little brief rally, but I wouldn't buy into it, to be honest. Then if CPI data comes in negative and we still have this banking data, I can almost guarantee you guys that we continue to drop, and it might be pretty bad. Like, let's take a look at the daily chart on SPY here, right? Let's say we end up, we sell off some more. CPI data isn't as bad. The banking situation drives us a little forward. I do think we end up coming back into the 378 to 374 zone. But if this data comes in negative and the banks continue to have more issues, I can see us coming back to retest 357, which would be somewhere in your October lows before that October rally. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that, because like I said, I'm never gonna tell you guys I know exactly what's gonna happen, but what I'm saying is that it's looking very, very scary out there for investors. The fear and greed index is now at extreme fear, so make sure that y'all are paying attention to that as well. I can almost, like, I'm just saying, man, it's looking like we're gonna sell off. Like, when you look through all these sectors, it just looks like all of these sectors are selling off, especially financials, especially, you know, tech heavy things that are relying on some of these banks, biotechs. I might have a couple plays for biotechs. There's a couple of things that I want to look at, and I might possibly play this week. So looking at the financials, right? If we look at XLF, looking at the weekly chart, you guys see last week we had a huge slide. We went down almost 8.5%. I would probably expect support to come in somewhere around 30, 60. I am expecting it to hit that level possibly this week or next week. I do expect the financial markets to continue to sell off, especially the financial sector. So make sure you guys are paying attention. If you guys are in banking plays, make sure y'all are watching out for that. I'm also expecting regional banks to continue sliding. KRE, last week we saw a drop of about 16%. And where is support? There's actually a gap fill down around 43, 44, and this thing might not end up catching a bid until about 44. I could probably see it catching some support around 44, but definitely a good short for this week. And then the other thing that I was talking about was biotech, right? So this is Lab D. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Lab D, right? This is a biotech play. Let's look at the daily really quick. I never like how this chart shows up, but you guys can see it pretty much tops out somewhere around here, $28, $27. So I am looking to take take this move from 21 up to 27, 28. And basically what this is a triple leverage ETF. This plays the short on biotech stocks, XBI or LabU, which is the opposite of this one. And then I'm also looking at SQQQ. I do have a position here, and I'm basically just looking to continue to ride this up into at about $51, so about a $10 per share gain here. I'm definitely, as you guys can tell, I'm not bullish the market right now. I do believe that we are going to see some more sell-offs. This week is going to be a pretty big week in terms of volatility and how much movement we get. So make sure y'all are paying attention, and make sure, you know, y'all are playing it defensively, man. I still like XLE. I still like Energy. I do think they're holding up pretty well. They're still at some support, at some pretty decent support here. I've been telling you guys XLE, XLU, and XLV, right? Utilities, healthcare, and energy. So XLU still looks pretty good. I still have a couple plays here. I am expecting some pain though. I can see us, you know, coming back down into the 63, possibly 61 area. So we might continue to sell off there. And then we still have XLV. I told you guys for a long time I wanted to buy more shares at 125. We are now in the 124 zone. So I will continue to load up on this position and continue to build my position here. But I do think that we can end up coming down into the 121. I don't know if we get there. I don't know if XLV, if the defensive sector start to show strength before you know, the market, before the overall market. So that's pretty much what I'm hoping for, is that these guys can hold up far better than, you know, your tech sectors, your biotechs, and things like that, consumer staples. So I am looking for these companies in these sectors to bounce, but it's never a guarantee. And right now the entire market is scared. And honestly, what people are thinking is that, hey, you can get a better return right now just, you know, going and getting short-term bonds. So that's pretty much what's got the people spooked right now. So make sure y'all are paying attention this week. But that's all I have for y'all today, man. Make sure y'all check back with me next week. And be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so y'all don't miss the content as I'm putting it out, man. Make sure y'all looking out for the shorts as well. I'm dropping y'all dimes on a daily basis. So as always, man, this is your boy, Mr. Warshoe. Don't do anything I would do. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. And remember to always protect the capital. Peace.